Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here, and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved.
Hello everybody, and welcome to today's match.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Well, we're on the way. He's looking wide. Oh, such a clever touch. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. That's the keeper's ball. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Nemecha. Borussia Dortmund finding their passes. He's in a great position here. Maradona. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Hazard. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nemecha. Now it's Girassi. Bastoni gets it away. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. Saka moved on forwards. Always onto this, and he's certainly onside here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Girassi. No, that's been intercepted. And they've got a throw. Strong running down that left flank. Nemecha. Liverpool yet to have an attempt on goal. Crunching tackle. And that's put paid to a promising move. That's tidy. Flings in across. There's the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Hazard goes on a charge down the left. Now it's Bale. And this is De Bruyne. Passing nice and neat. And he can clear it away. Borussia Dortmund are looking to break at pace. Bastoni, spread out to the left. Pass somewhat off target. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Nemecha. Koundé. And it's De Bruyne. And this is Drogba. Bensebaini getting this one clear.
Well, it was a really good thing he was on standby.
Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Xavi Alonso. And Koundé. Xavi Alonso. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lovely feet. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Bastoni. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Hazard gets into some space. Yep, it's a corner. Drogba! Bensebaini tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Nemecha. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Bastoni is there and he can get that clear.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Hazard can so cleverly bypass the press. Shin to shin bite. And the referee brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So there was the first half.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. Here we go again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Girassi! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And that's a throw-in. Has a shot! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket and some! A finish of true class! The breakthrough strike!
The goal scorer for Borussia
He just
Dortmund.
absolutely
After 50
speared that in.
minutes
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Borussia Dortmund have fired themselves in front.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Maradona. And it's Koundé. And here's Bale. Looking for options for movement. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Sabitzer. That has been slung wide. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Now it's Hazard. Drogba. Saka. Played out to the left flank. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Bastoni makes the interception. Looking for the run.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And the ball's gone astray. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's a nicely weighted. He gets big! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Gone all the way through to the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Maradona going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, perfectly measured that. Decent chance! Sticks it away! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Gareth Bale! Gareth Bale! Gareth Bale!
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Hazard!
Liverpool grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Drogba. So what can they make of this? Well, that looks a decent ball. Look at the space. Chance! And yes, it's there! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Substitution.
Liverpool get themselves into the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Liverpool have hit a quick-fire double here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. And it's Brandt.
Borussia Dortmund really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chance. And he's following up!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Nicely weighted ball. Shot could be on. The referee has given a corner.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Maradona. Number 24, Xabi Alonso. Coming on the
Climbs
field,
up big!
Number 13.
And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
Bellingham. Liverpool are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. And Koundé. Ødegaard. And this is Bale. He's found the way through.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
The ball goes, he's got tall! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
There will be 5
Well, they shouldn't be
minutes added
dawdling at this
time.
stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
5 minutes to add. And it's Bale. Chukwuemeka. Can he get it through? Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He's picked his way through. Oh, cracking ball. Over to the left. Now it's Bale. Vinicius Junior. Now it's De Bruyne. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Liverpool have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Bale picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
This has been a very composed response when trailing. There was no sense of anxiety, just a belief to stick to the game plan and stick together. And it's been a very impressive turnaround.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, the rain has put a bit of a dampener on proceedings here, but this intriguing matchup should improve everybody's mood. Both teams will be looking to give their sodden supporters something to cheer about. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
And this is now today's lineup.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's played through for him. He's been... Chance for a shot! Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I'd love to see what the exciting Kaoru Mitoma will get up to, Peter. He's naturally left-sided. He likes to hug the touchline, play wide, and when he gets that opportunity just to isolate fullbacks, take them on, he can go left and right, and he's very clever as well at ghosting his way into the penalty box, undetected, and popping up with the odd goal.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Kajolu. And that was nowhere near his best. Van Dijk. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And this is Welbeck. Played back in. He has a look. Shot at goal! Distributed tidily. Szoboszlai. Mohamed Salah is in a really good position out wide. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And this is Mohamed Salah. Isak. Danger averted for now. And here's Chiesa. Dunk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Still goalless at the moment. McAllister. And it's Gravenberch. And that is as far as they're going to go. Isak. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Gross. Milner. And that pass just didn't quite work. Szoboszlai. McAllister. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Mohamed Salah. Milner. 30 minutes gone. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Konate. Van Dijk. And Gravenberch. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chiesa going face-to-face with his great rival. Played into the middle. Oh, that was vital. And he's managed to get rid. Milner. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Milner. And here's Welbeck. And it's Milner. Gives it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Now that's a lovely exchange. Oh, nice touch. McAllister.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He has found the way through. Played into space, back into the middle. Vifa. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
So it's
So your views on the first half?
Which way will
I
things
think
go in the
it's
second
a good
half?
performance,
Ours,
but
of
it's
course.
clear that they need
Everyone, please
even more
welcome our
energy
players to
and
the
more
field.
precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's beaten the last man. Vifa. That is good strength. He is just caressing the ball. Great chance! No mistake! The second half off to a spectacular start. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
After 53 minutes is number 18, Danny Welbeck.
So we have the first goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Now it's Szoboszlai. Tries to play it through, and it's Frimpong. Can he get it through? Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And here's Szoboszlai. Isak. Kajolu. Liverpool still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Played through for the wide man. Isak! Now that is commitment to the cause. Dunk gets good distance on it. Liverpool can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Number 18, Szoboszlai. Coming on the field is
The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Wits. Now it's Isak. And there's green grass ahead of him. Can he finish? Oh, that was no routine save.
Frimpong is offering a wry smile there.
Oh, what a climb! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Gravenberg. Liverpool still have the cards to affect this game. And no, he's seen through all of that. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Milner. Not the most accurate pass. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And it's Salah. Liverpool ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. That's a sharp pass. Oh, he's found support out wide. Now, who's going to be first to this? Kerkez is fouled.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Chiesa. Number 38, Gravenberg. Coming on the field, number 8,
Konate.
Diogo Jota. Number 17, Jones.
And it's
Substitution in
McAllister.
progress.
And Frimpong. Liverpool are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. And that is not finding anyone. Dunk. And it's Milner. Gross. Now Mitoma. Liverpool are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Nicked it back promptly. Isak. Wirtz.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And it's Milner. He's looking wide. Mitoma. Milner.
This usually is the time
There
teams
will
go
be 3
into
minutes
conservation
added time.
mode.
Jota. Kerkez. Now he's got space here. Wirtz picks it up out wide.
Substitution on the field. Number 25.
So, time for changes on
Isak.
both sides, actually.
Number 22, McAllister. Coming on the field, number 26.
And that will be the final act. Well, the players and the coaches have plenty to think about here. A disappointing outing, and they collect nothing for it. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Look, I think a draw might have been a much fairer result today. It's just that one crucial second-half goal. That's what cost them.
So before we go, many thanks to Jim Beglin for... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Action has already started. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Frimpong. Frimpong crosses. First effort on goal.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Engages and forces him off the ball. It's a promising position. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Swings it across. And he was alert to it. And a chance! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Liverpool are already chasing the game, they didn't envisage that. And it's Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai! Decent enough try.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Konate, Kerkez, and Gravenberch. Szoboszlai, played into space, not the most accurate pass. Frimpong, McAllister, Szoboszlai, he's going for goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Ekitike clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Liverpool are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. And it's Szoboszlai. Gravenberch, and he's had a hit! Fantastic from Gravenberch! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Liverpool grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Salah.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
And it's hoisted clear. Belly.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Oh, that's a foul, free kick's been given. And he is going into that little black book. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's De Bruyne. still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Bellingham does really well to win the ball there. Succumbs to the pressure. That's a throw. Now it's Darwin. No, he's not getting his way this time. Ekitike. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Darwin. Ljungberg. Somewhat off target. That is good alertness. Swung over. Chiesa. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And that is expertly dealt with. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And he has taken a dim view of this, a second yellow, and that means red. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Paris Saint-Germain are down to 10 men.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Numéro 4, Beckham.
Gravenberg given the lift of his goal. Ekitike looking to play him in. Dink through. And no, that was never going to make it. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And he's been shifted off it. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's Salah! It's Renlu. Oh, he's been caught napping. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Konate. McAllister. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Ekitike really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Ekitike. Soboslai. Otamendi. De Bruyne. And we've reached half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second. Just about within shooting range. There's the crossfield ball. Now it's Darwin. Played out to the right. He's picked his way through. Ball swung in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now it's Chiesa. Chiesa is in a really good position out wide. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. He's having a good look here.
Well, I think the technical challenge is doable. This could depend on the amount of power.
He's gone for it! Decent hit from there. Colwell. Ronaldinho. And it's Ronaldinho. Soboslai has created one goal already. Mohamed Salah. Oh, it's a great ball here. Here comes the corner. It's their second corner of the game. And the keeper beats it away. He's had a shot! Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. Here comes the cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. 60 minutes played. McAllister. Nunez wins the duel this time. Nunez proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Soboslai unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Gravenberch. Ekitike! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Ekitike is offering a right smile there.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Chiesa, real chance! They've scored! And the comeback is complete! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence. We were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 9. Le numéro 18. À leur place, le numéro 7. Le numéro 22. Scholes.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Liverpool get themselves into the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Frimpong. Over to the other side. Now Gakpo. Just about up to 75 minutes. Adams, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Beckham.
Paris Saint-Germain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Kerkez. Wirtz. And here's Isak. He's having a go!
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro
Liverpool
17.
get their fourth corner.
Le numéro 11.
Header comes in! And that would have been game, set and match.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Otamendi. Adams. Oh, that's a key interception. Spread out to the left. Now it's Jones. Gakpo gets into some space. Oh, what a mistake! Scholes. And it's James. Now it's Mbappe. Jones. Otamendi spots it and intercepts. Aimed beyond the defence.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
McAllister kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well timed, excellent interception. Tries to pass it through. Shot could be... He's having a shot! It's there! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Liverpool could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Vids. McAllister. McAllister, tidy with his distribution. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Can he latch on to this? Van Dijk is there and he can get that clear. And that will be the final act. They are pumped, boy they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
This has been a very composed response.
It's in the game. สวัสดีครับท่านผู้ชมผมอัชพงศ์ศรีมาขอนำท่านผู้ชมไปชมการแข่งขันกันที่แอนฟิลด์
คลายพีเอซ่า
บอลออกข้างเป็นบอลทุ่ม
ฟาบินโญ
ลูกนี้ได้ยิงเขาฉวยโอกาสยิงจากตรงนั้นเลยครับ
จริงๆก็น่าจะทำได้ดีกว่านี้เล็กน้อยนะครับมีทั้งพื้นที่และเวลาแล้วฟันได้ดาวกลิชฟาบินโญ
เป็นการเลี้ยงผ่านที่คล่องแคล่วมากเป็นลูกยิงที่คมกริบเป็นประตูที่ยอดเยี่ยมโอ้โหลูกนี้เลือดเย็นจริงๆครับนิ่งยังกับภูเขาน้ำแข็ง
เหมือนเป็นการส่งบอลเข้าหาก้นตาข่ายยังไงอย่างนั้นเลยล่ะครับ
ประตูแรกของเกมนำ 1-0 ลูกคิวฟันได้แย่งลูกกลับมาได้ครับ
คักโป้ฟันได้ลิทมาเน่น
ลูกทุ่ม
ฟาบินโญ
โอ้เขาผ่านไปแล้วโอ้โหยิงลูกนี้เป็นประตูที่ยอดเยี่ยมยิงทิ้งห่างออกไป2-0
เจอรา
ฮากิลี่
ลิทมาเน่น
คู่ต่อสู้แย่งบอลไปครองได้
ลาลาน่า
ทักษะนี้ยกบอลได้ถูกจังหวะจริงๆที่กลางสนามพวกเขาสกัดกั้นได้ดีพาบอลบุกขึ้นหน้าฮากิลี่เขาเข้ามาชิดแต่ผู้รักษาประตูไม่หลงนะครับโอ้โหเขาเข้ามาชิดแต่ผู้รักษาประตูไม่หลงล่ะครับ
เลยกลายเป็นความพยายามเล่นเหนือชั้นจนมากเกินไปหน่อยครับพีเอซ่า
ฮากิลี่พาบอลบุกยิงได้เฉียบขาดแต่เป็นการบุกที่น่ากลัวหยุดโดยการทำฟาวล์แล้วเป็นลูกฟรีคิก
เจอรา
ล้ำหน้าชัดเจนมองไม่ยากเลยครับ
ยังเอาชนะธงไม่ได้สักทีนะครับสำหรับแนวรุกผู้จัดการทีมพวกเขาก็ปวดหัวเลย จอห์นบาร์นส์ดาวกลิช